So, hey guys, I'm Augustine Edward from AES Academy, the audio school.
Thank you for joining us today at 15 Questions in Asia Connects. We're going to go straight into the questions to ask you more about your business.
Yeah.
Okay, so what inspired you to start AES Academy and how has your vision evolved over time?
Wow, that's a pretty cool question. I think it goes down to when I was a teenager, right? When I was 18 and stuff like this, trying to find out more information of audio systems engineering to improvise myself. So there is a local industry too, but in a young age, I had the opportunity to expose myself to the guys outside of Malaysia. Yeah, so understanding when I was able to sit with them and have a conversation with them and how they speak about audio engineering and how the local industry was, it was way far apart. So, and when I wanted to go or when I want to ask information, it's like, we've been doing it how they've been telling us to do it, or janji ada bunyi lah, you know, all this kind of things.
So the standards were not as what you would have expected?
Yes, but then going later on in the industry, so it was not the industry problem, it's a whole problem altogether. Exposure was one.
Experience?
Yeah, so the experience was different too. All right, so yeah, with these blessings that I had, I told myself one day, hey, if I can do this in Africa and can bridge the gap between the Malaysian guys and the guys out there, you know, something pretty cool. Because audio engineering is just not about making music, it's beyond that. That's right. You can be an audio engineer in the automotive world, understanding your car pressure. You can be in the environmental situation. You can add electrical electronics and develop products and so on and so forth. So audio engineering is just more than music.
The music. And can you share some of the biggest challenges that you faced in the early days of your entrepreneurship journey?
So one of the biggest challenge, right, was trying to make parents understand that the career part of being an audio engineer doesn't end up with being a DJ, right? So that's what all the older generations thought. But now in today's world, with the exposure of internet and so on and so forth, they know the importance of the entertainment industry too. It's just more than the nightlife per se.
True. And what sets AES Academy apart from the other audio schools in the industry?
So all the other guys out there, they have different focus. They are more only focusing into audio productions, right? So making music, recording, and so on and so forth. So that's why we claim ourselves an engineering organization. All right. So it's a mix of electrical electronics, mechanical engineering, and so on and so forth. So we are guiding audio enthusiasts to develop their own products instead of just recording and focusing it in the entertainment industry.
Got it. And how do you ensure that your curriculum stays relevant with the rapidly changing audio technology landscape?
So that's the cool part, right? So people can claim many things, but one of our ties or partners we have working together is called Audio Tonics. They are the industry.
Okay.
And
more about that.
yes, so Audio Tonics is an organization that was established not too long ago, but they pretty own all the A-grade products of the audio engineering world.
Right. Okay, so that comes to my next question. There's a lot of misconceptions about what's best in the purchasing of equipment.
Yeah.
What's the usual common mistake that people assume or make?
Right, like we were discussing earlier, right? So everybody think we can just fix something with an equalizer or a dynamic stuff, but audio engineering is more than that. If your source is wrong already, the output is going to be wrong at the same time. So understanding the tools and the right way to implement the tools, that's crucial.
Cool. Can you highlight a particularly memorable success story from one of your students?
Yeah, I can. So the first time we had our 3-month course going in 2007, so one of the participants, his name is Muhammad Farid, right? So he had a challenge that he always shared with me. Hi, the mosque in Malaysia, the audio system could be improvised per se, and then there's no people focusing it here. What is the difference between mosque PA and different types of PA? The loudspeaker is the same actually, but how do you use it to the right application and so on and so forth? By understanding the structure of a mosque. If you understand the dome of a mosque, it was designed in such a way back then to expand audio actually. All right, so that was the idea of it. So if you put a loudspeaker that is not applicable to the room, it's not going to work. So you can buy $1 million PA, but if it's a wrong application, wrong tools, wrong setup, yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
What role do you believe networking and community building plays in your business? Do you do a lot of networking?
No.
So how do you get the word out there?
How should I say? We have always been focusing on the industry people only. All right. So now it's time to push towards higher education. So that's where we are at right now, expanding our Audio Engineering Academy, applying for our own IBTS and our own MQA stuff and so on and so forth. We are also working together with University of Malaya, and also we have something coming up with UITM and so on and so forth. Yes.
What advice would you give aspiring entrepreneurs looking to enter this industry?
I think it's applied to every other industry. So keep exposing yourself to every part of the industry. So just because you are stepping into the music industry per se, just don't limit yourself by playing music. Think about how the music is going through the system, the engineering behind it, and so on and so forth. So that might lead you to a bigger vision and perspective of getting yourself into audio engineering.
All right. What are your future plans for the academy, and how do you envision its growth?
Future plans. It's very interesting future plans actually. So we're going to start with audio systems engineering, and then we're going to implement electrical electronics, mechanical engineering, and then maybe structural engineering. So we can work into developing and building products that's made of Malaysia. We Malaysians, I believe, from my point of view and my experience traveling globally, that there are great people here, but there's not enough platforms or correct platforms to guide them through. So I believe AES Academy will be, I hope so. That's the plan.
Right. Okay. Running your own academy can be quite stressful.
Yes.
How do you balance the demands of running this business and maintaining your healthy personal life?
Spiritually, I'm still alive, so I'll keep it that way. Mentally, it's the passion, man, and the passion of the local people that wanting to expand themselves in this industry. So this drives me because they are hungry for this. But yeah, so for some reason, I feel that there is a weight on my shoulder to push this forward. So I'm using all my networks from various industry internationally to put this thing together and get it going so that we can expand our Malaysian enthusiasts.
Yes, sir. Okay, now we're going to go into some random questions.
Okay.
If you could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
No lah. Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson?
I don't know about Michael. But I mean, he's a great musician and a great artist and so on and so forth. But wow, dead or alive? My parents, man. Yeah.
You spend enough time with them?
Yes, as much as I can. And my brothers. Yeah. So I'm the youngest of 5, and growing up was very, 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 very humble. All right. I was a little bit lucky not to feel it as much how they felt it, but I would say they worked themselves so much that I could not.
I'm more comfortable.
Exactly. So yeah, definitely. These guys, without these guys, these are my pillars. We fight every day, but that's the best part.
If you could go anywhere with them, where would you go?
Just to a lake, by a garden, sit down with them. You don't have to speak anything, seeing all their kids running around and just chilling and yeah.
Okay. If you were an animal, what would you be and why?
There's this. Every male wants to be a tiger,
Yes,
a dragon.
Yes.
Wow, what animal I would be? I have no idea.
If you could recommend a book or a movie to watch to help with your business, what would it be?
Wow. So, Sound System Design and Engineering by John Davis. So they're on the 4th edition now. So then you can see what audio engineering is about. It's tons of calculations and physics science and so on and so forth.
If people will read all that?
Maybe they don't need to read it because you can't read engineering books like a storybook page by page. You got to use it as a reference, right? So from there you can move forward, or maybe clears your bumps or so on and so forth. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you earlier said even your curriculum is very hands-on. It's not very theoretical, and it's about breaking things apart, putting things back.
But theory is important too.
Correct. That's the basis, the foundation.
Of course, if you don't have your theories right, you cannot expand further. So it's a mix and match.
And if you could instantly master any skill, what would it be, and how would you use it?
Any skill.
Anywhere, for your personal life or for your business.
Baking.
Baking.
Yes, baking. Baking is engineering too, you know.
The right amount of ingredients.
That's one thing.
recipe.
Exactly how you whisk it, the amount of water, in which manner you pour the water, the can that you use, the temperature of your oven, how to preheat it, how to sustain it, engineering.
Have you started on this baking?
I've been baking for some long time, for a long time. So what I do is when I have extra time is I bake and I sell it all off, and all the money end of the year I'll give to these homes for Christmas for kids. So yeah.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.